Okay, so I want to show you how to create a form and use the add-on Automastery to differentiate subsequent assignments based off student scores. So the first thing we're going to do is create a new form. And then what you're going to have to do is add the add-on Automastery. So you go to your stoplights and click on add-ons. You're going to type in Automastery, one word, and hit right here. It's free, so click free. Click your name. Now, this gives it access to all these things, but you'll need all of that to run Automastery, so click allow. And you're good to go. So now you have the little puzzle piece where you can add on or use your add-ons. So got it. We have added on Automastery. We have built in our quiz. A couple of things you need to remember to do is first, when you get your form, you need to turn it into a quiz. So you need to select collect email addresses. And then on quiz settings, it's going to look like this. You need to slide over and everything here will light up for you. Now, one of the ways I saw this used is the kids took their quiz, it sent them to the follow-up task, and they had to go back in and retake the quiz. If you're going to have that as part of the playlist that follows, you probably want to remove these, or some of them. So you may want them to see the questions they missed so that they only have to go in and work on those. You probably, if you're going to have them redo the quiz, you don't want to send them the correct answer. So I would take that off. I would probably take it all off, honestly, but to each their own. So I would unhighlight those if you plan on having them retake the quiz following their assignment. So save. Okay, so my quiz is all set up. I need to go into my questions, and you're going to see it, the words answer key. You need to select the right answer so the computer knows what the answer is. So you're going to, it'll look like that. Click your right answer, it'll turn green. You'll see a check mark. And then you need to give this question a point value. So I gave all of my questions a value, questions 1 point. I did that for each of my questions. So I go in, click answer key, select my correct answer. Excuse me. It shows that one's the correct answer. This question is worth 1 point. And then finally, my last one, I click answer key. 67 is the correct answer, and it's worth 1 point. So this quiz is ready to go. It knows exactly how much they're worth, and it knows which one's right. In thinking about how to do this, I probably would do maybe 5 questions just to give a broader range of either level of difficulty or just more opportunities to get some more right or get some more wrong. I don't know, it's just a thought I had. 3 seems very limiting, but it may be perfect for you. So you're going to go to your add-on and click Automastery, and you're going to go into Configure. So the first thing you have to do within Automastery is select your mastery level and your beginner level. So for me, I said that my mastery level was 3. So if you got 3 of them right, you mastered this skill, you need to move on. If you didn't get any of them right, you're at the beginner level. This is where I think having at least 5 is helpful, because 1 could or could not be, in progress or on level. Just depends on, was my question a good question? So anyways, you select which is beginner. So if I had 5 questions, beginner score would be 1 or less, or 2 or less. And my mastery would be 5. And anything in the middle between these 2 numbers is what's going to be called progressing. So then I went in and added this message. What you will see is just this. Your next assignment is. I felt like that was kind of sad and boring. So I just added before that, thank you for working hard. Your next assignment is. And so I've gone through and created, if my kids mastered it, which means they got all 3 correct, they need to extend the skill. So maybe if this assessment is on double-digit addition without regrouping, then my mastery kids, I want to throw some regrouping at them and see what they do. So I went in and created this slide of directions. They'll take the quiz. This slide will be emailed to them. So they're going to watch this video. They'll click here on regrouping. Then they're going to complete Envisions pages 34 through 35 as a think aloud. So maybe I need to add that. Complete think aloud Envisions pages 34 through 35. Challenge, because some of those kids may want a challenge. Do the problems first and then watch the video and see, and then check your work. And the last thing they're going to do is do a flip grid explaining how they added these 2 numbers up. These kids extended, so I wouldn't have them go back in and retake the quiz. They got a 100, they can move on. So what I need to do is snag this URL here and put it into Automastery. Fun hack I found. So if you have the word edit here, if you click this as the URL as is, it's going to open all of this up. So you'll see all this junk on the side. You'll see all the slide deck on this side. If I want them to go to just that slide, I take edit and delete it and type the word present. When they click on that, it'll just show them the slide. That was life-changing for me this summer. I'm going to take that, go back into Automastery. They have some random links in there. You just delete those out. And my extension assignment is here. For my progressing assignment, again, I would do the same thing and create a slide for my kids who are progressing or who are on level. And the final activity they did within that progression would be to go back and retake this quiz to see did their score improve, which in theory it would. And then I have a beginner assignment. And so whatever that slide or set of directions or website that you want them to go to would be linked here. So when you select this next box, email quiz respondents, quiz completion message. Okay. You want to select this. And so this will email everyone who took the quiz. Okay. And I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and change the body of this as well. So thank you for working hard. Your next assignment is blah. And then down here, you don't want to do this. Well, you could, but you probably don't. Everyone said not to. Every time a kid takes a quiz, it will email you and just start clogging up your inbox. You can come right here to responses and see everything. So really, it's not necessary to have them email you. And so then we're going to click save. So save settings. We're done, and we can close this out. So it's important to practice a few times with your quiz to make sure it's sending them to the right place. So I would practice it at mastery, and I'd practice it at progressing, and I'd practice it at beginner, just so you can make sure the links work. So for time's sake, I'm just going to practice it at mastery because I've checked the others. And I'm going to click submit. Oops. Email address. And then submit. Okay, so I can come in here and view accuracy. And I'll see that I don't know what I got. So maybe I need to do show points. I'll go back in and click show points. So then here's my email from the quiz. So it says Automastery quiz follow-up score 3. So I got 3. And here's my message. Thank you for working hard. Your next assignment is. Click here for your follow-up assignment. And then there's my extension piece. Now, I'll tell you this, I already took the quiz and passed it prior to making this video, so it took a good 2 or 3 minutes for me to get my results. So I would have kids take that quiz and then have an assignment or an activity in their mini that they do next while they're waiting on their results. Because any kind of downtime can be not good. So if they took their quiz and then went into like reflex or something else to fill that space, that would probably be helpful because it's taken a while to get the responses. So that's how you do it. And if you look here, I can view my responses. I can see that I have 2 kids who got it right 100%, and I can see kids who got 0, and I can see their scores here. So this is a great way to kind of look at your data and look for misconceptions, what was the most commonly chosen correct answer, that sort of thing. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.